I'm curious, dive into like the first couple years of, getting into the business. And now obviously you have a large operation, with your own company. It's how did you go about, I know you targeted, Ohio State students but how did you go about actually building it? Was it just, we're just going to put on, events and things around the investment space and grow it from there? Or was it just more word of mouth?
Yeah, it was all word of mouth. It was very organic. I'm 28. At the time I was 24, and I would just be talking to my buddies and be like, "Hey, you know, I'm making $40,000 passively off this real estate and off these real estate investments every year, and you're working at A&F for $60,000, and you hate your job."
Yeah.
And so I got $40,000 a year in passive income from my real estate properties, and like that's just net cash flow, and I'm paying off, 10 mortgages. My renters are paying off the 10 mortgages. So I'm building more net worth every month. And I've got all this free time to broker deals. So, you know, you close, if you take the average agent that closes six deals a year, I mean, what that's 20, 30,000, boom, I'm already making as much as you're making. And close six deals a year, you maybe have to work like 5 hours a week, if that. I'm over here closing 175 deals a year. I mean, so I'm making decent money, and I'm taking all that money and putting into real estate. And you tell these, you tell these young people that want to be entrepreneurs, you know, how to do it. And I'm like, hey, if you ever want to learn, come into my office. I'll give you a list. I'll teach you how to cold call these property owners, and I'll guide you every step of the way, because I know eventually if I train you, you're going to be an agent, and you're going to find a really good off market deal that you maybe you don't have any money, but you come to me and be like, hey, Remington, I'll bring you the deal. You bring the money. I'll do all the sweat equity, and we'll partner 50-50 on this. And then boom, they're into real estate investing. So yeah, at first, I mean, it was all organic, and now I got to 10 agents, and then all those agents would tell their buddies, and so it's just kind of growing like that. In
Yeah.
recent years, I would ask developers, like, hey, how, big developers, like Brent Crawford, we went, I brought my brokerage. He built Bridge Park and built my favorite, or the building that has my favorite bar, Town Hall. And we'd go in and we'd be like, hey, what's the best way to network? And he'd be like, join a country club. So a few years later or ago, I didn't have that much money, but I was pretty frugal. But I was like, okay, I'll take this and I'll make this investment and join the Columbus Country Club. So I joined there, and I started networking with these high net worth individuals, getting mentored, and be like, hey, I'm starting to have this extra money. What do I do with it? They're like, okay, this is what you do. You buy fixed income. Then you can get high loan to values against that, and then you can, instead of having that in your bank account, you're getting a 5% return on that, and you're able to get really good lines of credit against that to then go buy real estate. And through that, I joined the Athletic Club of Columbus. So that's really good, great way to network. A lot of high producing agents there, a lot of high producing lenders, attorneys. Um, and I've been able to meet people through that. And then I started, one thing I do is I try to take 10% of my earned income and I donate to various organizations, not for profits. So really good tax
Mhm.
write-off. And then also you just get influence, you give in these organizations, you get on boards, you get to give back. So I donate some money to Ohio State Center for Real Estate, which has a bunch of these young kids there that are interested in real estate, obviously, and they're highly motivated because they're at a top tier university,
Yeah.
and I get to give them scholarships. I get to go in and speak to them about my journey, and then I'm like, hey, if you really are serious about this, come into the office. I got 25 agents that want to teach you how to do it, and so that's just kind of growing pretty rapidly
Yeah.
now.
That's awesome. I hope you guys took notes on all that. I mean, you basically just broke it down for everyone that wants to, network and how to, honestly, like how to build connection, right? Some
Hmm.
of it is just is knowing the people, right, that can
Yeah.
help fund deals and do deals and that understand, how the market works no matter what's going on. So